If you were to ask me how would I define a good family car, for me, it will always be a good all-rounder, starting with the kids. I'm sure they'll be requiring with things like comfort and space, and don't forget about those USB ports at the back. For the first parent, like for example, for the driver, I'm sure he'll be requiring with things like easy to drive, easy to see out, and a little bit of speed wouldn't hurt. And lastly, for parent number 2, the mommy, I'm sure she'll be asking things like, is it good value for money? And a little bit of personality with the car didn't hurt. So if you're looking for such a car, then look no further with the Bestune NAT. So in this video, guys, we're gonna take a look at this full EV car, take it for a test drive, of course, check out its features, and of course, we're gonna take it to traffic. So my name is Paul, you're watching Test Drive PH. Let's start with the video. Okay guys, let's start with a walkthrough of this Bestune NAT. For me, this design, the first time I actually saw this like driving through the street, I actually really loved it because it's so futuristic. When, for example, when we start with the LED lights here, this is full DRL. You have this like a teardrop design. You have your Bestune logo there. This is a full light bar. So at night, it does a really good job. It looks really, really nice. Then we move on to this side. We have 17-inch wheels. Then, of course, we have dual disc brakes, front and back. You have about 180 millimeters of ground clearance. And then if we move on here to the one of the highlights of this Bestune NAT is this automatic door. So it's a sliding automatic door, but the thing here is it's only actually just on this side, on the kind of like the unloading and the loading side if it was a left-hand drive. It's kind of weird at first, but it does make sense, to trying to save a little bit on the weight. The full electric Bestune NAT has a 55 kilowatt-hour battery that gives you a total of 420 kilometers of range. AC charging is available if you want to charge via a 220 volt outlet at home. DC charging is also available with places like Ayala malls and some select gasoline stations. It has 160 horsepower and 300 Newton meters of torque. When it comes to safety and other notable features of the NAT, you have your standard front and passenger airbags, ABS, auto hold and standard cruise control, stability control, headlight adjustments, ISOFIX, and a tire pressuring monitoring system, to name a few. The Bestune NAT has a number of nice ergonomic touches like this mirror on the side of the door and these useful hooks all throughout the cabin. Then we move on to the back. This is probably the most, it's either you like it or you hate it. But for me, even with this concave na design niya, I would rather go with the function. When you open this now, we have a manual tailgate now. Look at the size. Look at the room that you have here. And the height, the opening is so nice for, you can imagine, like, for example, sa airport, when you're picking up people to airport. So that's one of the highlights of this this Bestune NAT is just the overall space. Okay, so ito naman, we're gonna try to check yung interior naman ito. So again, this has one side na electronic na sliding door. So, kita nyo naman yung space niya. Masasakay ako Ito, this is nice kapag meron siyang handle dito. So, this is perfect for elderly people, Even kids, I'm sure they find that useful. And then we go in. Sobrang luwag. I could actually pull a hook here and that seat goes down. You could put up your leg. Diba? since this is kind of like a minivan, you have an enormous amount of legroom, like crazy amount of legroom. You have two air vents there, you have a 12-volt socket, the two USB ports. And the thing here with the Bestune NAT, no, pang matagalan talaga to kasi sobrang ano eh, you could tell na yung materials may not be the most luxurious, pero siya yung to the point na talagang it's gonna get battered. Okay guys, let me give you a point of view tour of the dashboard of the Bestune NAT. So starting with the steering wheel, it's actually really big, and then you have a flat bottom steering wheel here. You have a little bit of black accents here, a little bit of piano black. So you have your full multimedia controls there. You have your phone controls. You have the standard cruise control down there. This is the lever here. This is where you control your instrument cluster there. I do think that I think it's about 7-inch or about 7 or 10 inches there. Does a good job. It's pretty clear. Pretty happy with it. Don't have any problem. The thing here with the steering wheel though, it doesn't have any adjustments for reach, solely for tilt, I'm afraid. So, ginagawa nila yan kasi para kitang-kinita mo palagi yung infotainment, I mean yung instrument cluster. And then if we look at the side here, this is where your controls for your, this is actually where your parking brake is. The auto hold. You have, look at here guys, so you have another USB connector here, because I do believe that I've seen another video kasi a lot of the drivers, the parang ride hailing or taxi drivers, they need more than one USB port. That's why you have another here. So even though you're not a taxi driver, that's still very, very useful. This is where your controls for your lock and unlock of the door. And then and you have this pretty interesting color na may orange on different sides of the of this MPV here. Then you have a little bit of brush aluminum here. Everything is of course up and down, one touch. And then if you look at the dashboard here now, in order to have some contrast, I suppose, is ito, putito dito. But it's actually pretty elegant, like a silky white, silvery white colored here. Then AC performance, to me it's just okay. The thing with this car is there's a lot of glass, so there's a lot of greenhouse effect here. So it does take a while for the AC to really cool the interior, but once it does a really good job, and malamig naman. And then look at here, kapag we're gonna change your, for example, you're gonna shift to drive, it's just, all you need to do is just extend your arm here, kasi yung controls mo is actually here on the dashboard. Of course, here's your air vents here. You have your 10-inch na infotainment display, and this is actually where your drive modes are. And okay din yun kasi, for example, i-extend mo nga lang yung arm mo, and then your drive mode is Eco Plus, and do believe the normal na mode siya. And we'll talk about that later on. And ito namang infotainment display niya, no, it's pretty standard, and it doesn't have the native na Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. You do have this easy connection, and yeah, it's good. It did take me a while to really make this work, and so yeah, it's gonna require a bit of fiddling in order to get that to work. And then I think you have the speakers are okay. There's no problem there. Tapos ito naman is pretty responsive naman yung display niya. The sound, the speakers is they sound okay. And then you do have you know, your basic functions for your controls for your doors here. So that's everything that the basic control is fairly standard fare when it comes dito sa infotainment display. And then if we go, here's the dashboard. This is kita mo to, it's open. It's open. So you can put a lot of stuff there. Very, very useful, because after all, this is it's kind of like a public vehicle, no? So Hindi ka pwede magtago. Pero to, it's very, very handy. And then here, you have another very small na cubby that you'll probably be putting your phone. You have a USB-A port there. You have a 12-volt socket. This is not a wireless charger, I'm afraid. Tapos dito naman, standard. Yun nga lang, meron kang vanity mirror, pero wala ka nga ng vanity light. Tapos, this is controls for opening the sliding door. Yan. And then, you can turn it off, for example, para just in case na gusto mo i-lock yun, ayaw mong paggamit yun. And then, you do have itong may interior light siya na isa o dalawa lang. A few of our favorite features also include this 4-way lumbar support for the driver. You've got 2 big cup holders in front, of course your rear backup camera, and even a tray for your change. And probably best of all is this awesome armrest. Okay guys, ngayon naman, passenger mode naman tayo dito for a review of the Bestune NAT. So, what can I say? The legroom here is absolutely amazing. You know, you kind of wish that all cars is like this kasi ang luwag. Sobrang sportive naman ng mga legs dito kasi you can extend, you know, doesn't matter maybe if you're even over 6 feet tall, you'll be perfectly fine here. And also, kahit 3 abreast kayo is actually also really good. And then, let me talk about naman the NVH of this. You know, I wouldn't say it's great, pero I think it's above average, at the very least. It's pretty quiet. You do hear yung whine ng electric motor, no? So, yeah. Sitting here sa back is actually really, really comfy. You could go for hours, you know. You could go for long trips. You wouldn't have any problem here. Kasi nga, it's supremely spacious and comfy. So, yeah, right. So, dito naman tayo sa driving section for review of the Bestune NAT. So, what can I say? So I've driven this for more than 3 days na, no? Number one, ride-wise, it's like I said before, it's fairly average, but at the very least, no, for passengers, for the driver, there is a mix of pang matagalan para matibay, and at the same time may comfort. So you could, that is sort of the feeling that I'm getting here kasi nga pan-taxi siya, no? So talagang there has to be a really good mix yung matibay when it comes to materials, when it comes to sa exterior and also sa interior components na not all of them are like ultra luxury. They're more of talagang para mabatter siya na, you know, it's been designed na, you know, hundreds and hundreds of people are gonna be sitting here. So that's how they designed it. And driving wise naman, well, honestly, the motor is actually pretty quick. You know, if for example you switch on like the normal mode, because this has you know, this has a lot of torque. And if you sort of demand it to really be driving really quick, it'll give you that. And it may not be, it's not a sports car after all, pero you know, if you're gonna be overtaking a lot of people, it's a city where there's a highway, you have plenty of power, you have a lot of power, so that's not really a problem. Now I won't say that this car is actually perfect, because it isn't. The number one thing that I think really needs work is the charging here. So this has GBT, which is basically the Chinese standard. Now the problem here in the Philippines, and it's not really the fault of the car, is there's, in my experience, especially in Metro Manila, no, there's a lot more chargers of you know, Type 2 and CCS2 or other chargers that are much more available versus the fast GBT. There is, of course, a lot of GBT, but the thing there is really how easy and how long you're gonna be charging. So kami, I was kind of like forced to really charge this in order for us to have enough charge to shoot it the whole day. So what I did was actually looked for fast charging na GBT. And luckily I was able to find it, but we charged it for about an hour and we only gained for about 25%. And you might be able to find something that's faster, that charges faster. At the very least, in my research, very limited researches, talaga siya. It's pretty difficult. So you're really left with charging at home. So there you have it, guys. That's my review of the Bestune NAT. So what do I think about this car? For the past couple of days, I've actually grown fond of it. I love that it looks totally different. All of the design aspects here is actually very, very functional, and it's a really good all-rounder. It does everything really well. And to top it all off, it has a lot of personality, which is what I like. So I hope you like this video. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Also visit our website at testdrive.com.ph. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.